So today we'll be starting, like crowd simulation, how do we do crowd simulation and all. So what I suggest you is you just have to refer to, you know, uh, the files, the crowd simulation topics here. So just refer this session. Okay. So I hope you have this right. So
I don't think we have
if
that.
it is not there, I'll be sharing this theory files. So just go through
Okay.
that. This will help you to, write your exams. In meanwhile, uh, regarding this, like later crowd simulations, you have uh, this random one. I think random one already we have done it. This random one also I'll be sharing. Just go through this topic as well. Okay. So once crowd simulation is done, just go through renderman. So I think after this, almost sem 3 is completed. We'll give some time for you to complete the assignments, and we'll create a showreel as well. So once it is done, once the showreel part is also done, so you will be having your exams. Okay. So then we can start up with advanced things in sem 4.
Okay, so that would be like in when could we finish? August, September? I mean, when we write our exams.
Hmm. It's June, July, might be end of July. Okay.
Okay, so all right.
Yeah. So, but still, I need to get confirmation, the date confirmation from the academic head. So I'll just pass this information. Okay. But still, let us complete this first. Crowd simulation. There are multiple examples we can do for the crowd simulation. So what is this crowd simulation and how does this work? So you might have seen in the movies and all, like crowd simulation, examples for crowd simulation. I'll just go to YouTube. So crowd. There are other plugins are also there for crowd simulation. For example, we have this one Mash in Maya. We have Miami. Miami is a separate um, plugin. Okay, along with that, Golem is a separate plugin. Okay, so let's see.
Digital crowd extras really came to the forefront with the Lord of the Rings trilogy and the software package.
You can see these many, characters.
Massive. Massive is crazy expensive and crazy complicated. Lucky for you, there are now alternatives.
Massive is another plugin. My Army is another plugin.
It includes a free version that simulates and renders up to 100 agents. Agents can be humans, zombies, cars, ants, whatever. And as usual, we'll have you up and populating your film set with zombies in a little over 30 minutes. One small catch, Miami is a plugin for Autodesk's Maya software.
So this is how, it works. So let me explain from the basic. So for that, let me have some character animation which I have done. So I'll be picking a character animation which I have done earlier. I think when we have done Dino Rig, I'm taking any animation file. Okay. So I can show you with just base models as well. Along with, I can show you with an animated file also. think it's taking some time to load. Yeah. So we have a character which we have done an animation up to how many? Let me select this. I'll select this. I think up to 65 frame we have done. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just turn off this joint and the model. I'm selecting only the curves. Okay. I select this. I can loop this just. Okay. I'll just show you the animation with this, but for time being, turn off, turn off. Okay, I have added the character here, let it be for time being. So what I'll do now, I'll create one simple model. Okay. Let's take this. I'll take this character only. Okay. I'll take this character. I want this character, like an army. So like a lot many characters I want. For this, what I'll do, that process is called instancer. I'll show you that how to do. But before that, just go to FX here. Okay. There's few more steps we have to do from the basic. I'll just go to FX. I'll go to particles. Okay. In particles, mm, so 40 emitter. Right. I'll create a plane first. I'm just creating one plane. Okay. And I have a plane here. Similarly, I'll create one more plane in this way. Okay. One plane here, one plane here. Then what I'll do, I'll select this. I'll select this. Go to this one. N particles. Here, emit from object you can do. One option, emit from object. So when I do that, emit from object, so let us see what is happening. I'll press 4. You can see particles are emitting from this particular vertex point. Observe, particles are emitting from the vertex. But what I want is just go to attribute editor. Instead of omni emitter, because these particles are emitting from this vertex point. So instead of omni, I just go for surface. So I want the particles to emit from the entire surface. So when I play now observe, particles are emitting from this surface, right? I'll play again. Particles are emitting from this particular surface, from this plane. From the plane. So how many particles are there? There are 100. I don't want 100 particles. Let's say 10 particles per second. Now observe, 10 particles are emitting from this object per second. Then what I'll do, I select this particle, go to fields, gravity. I'll apply gravity. So once I apply gravity, what happens? The particle falls down, right? The particle will fall down, right? So to make it look even better, I go to particle shape. Instead of point, I just make it sphere. Current render type, I just reduce the radius of the sphere so that you can see things clearly. Okay, particles are falling down. Next, what I'll do, select the particle, shift select this object. Select the particle, shift select the object. Go to particle, make collide. Make collide. So once I do the collision, particle, see, you have this movement. You have this sort of movement. So after the collision, the object, the plane will get a new new attribute called geoconnector. So tessellation factor is the quality of the this collision. So I make it 1000. Resilience is nothing but bounciness. I make it 0.1. Okay. So let us see how does the friction works. The objects are moving like this. Okay. So I haven't given any friction. I don't want any friction now. I want these objects to move a bit faster in this way. See, objects are here. I want this object to move a bit faster. And particle number seems more. I don't want this much of particle. So I'll go to emitter. Instead of 10, I make it 2 or 3. That's enough for me. Okay. So particle, I want more particle, means this particles to move a bit faster. So here only in the emitter, speed is 1, right? I make it 8 plus or minus 6. So let me see. I have given bit variation in the speed also. Let us see how does this looks. Okay, it's quite fast. Let me reduce the speed. So I make it 5 plus or minus 3. Okay. Okay. So later what I'll do, this plane, I would like to hide this plane. We have to do some cheating, means healthy cheat, means in the final output, I don't want the source, where particles are emitting from. I don't want to show the source. My major task is, my camera will be somewhere here. Okay. So I'll get more, crowd simulation from here to here like that. So for that purpose, I'm selecting this, I'm adding this into a layer. I'm going to hide this. So, but still I get my particle. See, I'm getting my particle from the source only, but the source is not visible now. Okay. So after this, there's a circle, global one. I'm going to make it so smaller like this. Okay. So that it doesn't affect my character animation. Okay. I select this, right click, delete, and scale XYZ instead of 1.1. So I made it smaller. That's okay. So when I play this, I have this movement. That's okay. I can make it bit fast also. That's fine. So when I play this now, so I'm getting particles. Okay, this one. So later what I'll do, wherever particle is there. So this is the main point here. Wherever particle is there, in this place, I want this dinosaur to come. Let's say if 100 particles are emitting, instead of particle, this particle, I want my custom element, custom object to replace instead of that particle. So that's called instancer. Instancer. So I'm selecting this model, selecting the model. I'll go to particle. I'll go to instancer. If you go to option box, particle instancer name it will ask. Okay. So when I select this model, you can see this particular model name is group 1 P cone. We would have named this character, means the model we should name. So that name is visible here. So I'm selecting this. I would like to click on create. So once I do, you can see wherever my particles are there, instead of that particle, you got dinosaurs, so many dinosaurs. And I'm selecting this particle. You can come to particle shape. These spheres are not required now. So what you can do, you can go to point. Anyhow, points doesn't render in software. Okay. And even it's not gonna be visible here. So I can go to emitter. Instead of 2, you can have 5. That's okay. So I make frames as 500. Okay. So I would like to place my camera here and set the resolution gate. So when I play, lot of dinosaurs, see, lot of dinosaurs are coming. So observe here, there's so many dinosaurs. So how does this look? Is there's a lot of dinosaurs are there. When I press 6, see, it's here. So I'll be hiding this one, this kind of cheating I'll do, so that my source I'll not be showing in the camera, so that I'll be doing only this one. And I would like to add a little bit of friction. So I add 0.1 so that this much speed won't be there. Okay, see, that much of speed is not there. Okay, friction, it is controlling a lot. So friction 0.02. Okay, observe. So all these particles are, like all these dinosaurs are somewhere here only. Okay, friction, how it is working is, once it hits the surface, the speed gradually reduces. I don't want to reduce the speed, so I make it 0. Then I select the particle. So I need to select the particle. Then go to emitter. Speed is 5, right? I make it 3 plus or minus 2. Okay. Yeah, I think this is okay. Okay. So this is how it works. Any doubts up to here?
No, sir.
So in the meantime, what I can do is, like I'll just go to 25 frames. So I select this one, the neck movement. Again, I can animate this character here. Delete. Move this to 25. Then after that, this animation, I'm selecting this animation. See? frame number 1, frame 15. Set key. Okay, frame 1 and 25 should be same. So frame 1. Okay, see. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll click and select here. So I go to animation, graph editor. Okay, anyhow, I just go to animation graph editor. This one I would like to loop it. So I can bake this. Let's isolate. Select this. Yeah. Go to curves. Under graph editor, go to curves. There are two things you need to observe. One is pre-infinity, another is post-infinity. See, this I would like to show in advance, but once I was planning to show it in advance, but only for this dynamics purpose I'm showing here. Pre-infinity, post-infinity. There are two things. Pre stands for before the animation starts. Okay, which is frame number 1 before that. Post infinity is once we do the animation. So here what I do, I just give cycle or cycle with offset. There are two things. Cycle stands for, let's say, frame number 1, what it is there, and frame number 25, what it is there. From after frame number 25, it starts from frame number 1 again. Cycle with offset is frame number 1, it starts, frame number 25 it ends. Then again from frame 25, it will start. Okay, the what value is there in frame 25, it will start from there. So I would like to give only cycle. I'll click on cycle, so that when I do that, I have given only for 25 frames it is there, no, but it will be for infinity. Okay, so I would like, after giving, I have to view infinity. When I click on view infinity, you can see it's repeating these curves. This animation is repeating. Okay, it's repeating throughout. Okay, so now what happens, I did the changes only for the my main master character. So what happens here, whatever changes I do for the my master character, it is gonna be replicated for all my characters. Okay, I'll just select this. I'll go for particle emitter. I make it 3. Observe, all my characters are moving. They are moving their head. I'm not sure whether you are able to see this. All these particles, now their animation is happening, head animation. Why? Because I have done it. The animation, I made it loop here. So that's what is happening here. Okay. So even this surface, instead of a plain surface, I can add more mesh and I can do a lot of bulging, like a mountain I can create. So in that case, observe what is happening to the particle here. Whatever, see, even though if I make it as a mountain, this particle will move uh, as per the shape of the on the shape of the mountain only. So then there will be an ups and downs even in this character also. As per the shape. So I can select this particle plane. I can add few width, height, and all, and I can go to sculpting. So I can bulge this area. I can go to attribute. So I have to go to tool settings. Hope you haven't forgot these things, right? Seems, do you remember this sculpting and all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now observe what happens. I'll start from the beginning, from frame 1. See, you get these particles up and down. The movements are up, you know. Got it? See, this dinosaur, it's moving up. As per the surface, it's traveling. Okay. So any doubts on this? How to achieve?
Right.
Instance crowd simulation. Okay. So do this. I'll show a simple example, another one. For example, army, how do you create an army? Okay. This is also like an army. Okay. But still, I'll show another one. In FX, N particles, you have particle tool. Particle tool. Good option box. This matters a lot in option box. Okay. So particle tool, what it will do, I can create one. Okay, it will allow to create like that, or else create particle grid. Click on create particle grid. I create you have to give bit spacing between the characters. Okay. So how do you create? I'll tell you. You need to click one, then click here, then click here. You can see the particles you have created like this. So I'll delete this. I'm deleting this particle. I'll show you again. have to go to this particle again. I'll go to particle tool. Spacing is fine. I'll create particle grid. Okay, I'll reset. I create particle grid. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's like this. I can delete this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you're getting like this. Try this. Okay. So here I give bit spacing as 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay, only one line particle, you got it. That's one part. There's another one. You can click on sketch particle. So sketch interval you can increase. Number of particles you can increase. In this case, I can increase more number of particle. After this, I can create like this. See, wherever you want, you can draw like this. You can create. Okay. Then press enter to complete this tool. You can see these many particles here. Okay. So this particle, you can change the shape also. Particle shape, instead of point, multi-points you can take. Current render type. Radius you can increase like this. Point size you can reduce. You have a lot many particles here like this. See? Okay. So I can select this. So here I can apply a field called vortex. When I apply vortex, you observe how does the movement looks. I select this, modify center pivot I do. Okay, now you play. So the particles are moving. Okay, we will create this is another universe system. We can create this. I'll show you some other time. Okay. So this is another set. So try this. Okay. Try doing this instance of part. Okay. In the next class, I'll show you another one. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Like army system or some other. Okay. And even we can create a path. For example, in this video, you were able to see yeah, in this one. So
Including my army from the Hong Kong humans zone will have you up in minutes. One small little old Maya.
yeah, this simulation, like in a path, you know, people travel in a path like this also it can be done. So I'll show you this how to do. Okay. So anyhow, this character movement which you can see is right. So there will be a master character. So if we do the animation for that, same thing will be replicated here. Okay. So that's it. Any doubts are there?
No, sir.
Okay, anyhow, you have done a character walking, like walk cycle you have done, no? For that character, you do this instancer, and you see it looks like a pool of people are walking in one particular row, one area, something like that we can do. So try this. I'll upload this video for your reference. Okay. So we'll see in the next class.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you,
Have a
sir.
great- Yeah, thank you. Bye. Have a good
Bye,
day.
sir. You too.
Bye.